Duke, frick you. Now I'm on you now. I was gonna spare you. I'm not sparing you no more. I was pregnant in December, y'all, and the only thing that went home was that baby. He didn't give me a single dollar. Cool, great, I got it. I ain't tripping about it, but it's yours. It was yours.
Meet Duke Dennis baby mamas. I'm not gonna lie, Duke Dennis has been in the news for having baby mamas and shit. I just want to hear what people got to say about this. I want to get some more information about this. Let's tap into it. I'm not gonna.
I don't think that's Duke.
You got an OC baby daddy, one of the littest doing it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Duke Dennis. And
This is grimy. He is grimy.
shout out to T Green with this man. Hey.
Nah, I don't like niggas like that.
The streets are saying that Duke Dennis has 6 kids.
Are you getting f***ed by Duke Dennis right now? Why did you start the video off like that, bro?
No! What in the Anthony Edwards is this? Now I know they said he looks like Future, but I didn't know he had the same amount of kids as Future.
Help me!
Now I completely understand why Duke Dennis decides to keep his personal.
Why y'all saying Cloud finna be like Duke? I know how to keep it in my pants, bro. Y'all gotta stop that, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Life private. The internet is full of weirdos.
Yo, baby ugly, fam.
What the hell?
Somebody gotta keep it.
Message to DDG. Are you serious? What? I'm not gonna lie. Calling another grown man's baby ugly. Yeah, that deserves. I ain't gonna lie. That's grounds for you to get shot. I'm gonna be honest. I'll shoot him if he called my kids ugly.
Be real with you, right?
Bro, this shit. First off, this right here is why I don't put none of my personal business on the internet. I don't put none of my personal business, none of my family members other than my brother. I don't put, bro. I swear to God, it's for this reason right here. It's for weirdo asses like this.
But they're not even saying that you have.
Hey, chat. Y'all know what that needs, bro? Brace yourselves, man. Viewer discretion advised. I'm letting y'all know this right now before I show it to y'all. Prepare. Feast your eyes on the job application. He needs this. I'm not gonna lie.
6 kids, Duke. They're saying that you have 8.
No!
Now, if Duke Dennis actually has 8 kids, then that's tough. But shit.
This is funny. Only family he needs to be concerned about is the union. That's funny. I'm not gonna
lie. Are we to judge? I mean, he's over 30 years old, and he's also rich. So it's not like he can't afford to have them. But damn, I knew bitches were throwing themselves at Duke, but I didn't know Duke was actually getting them pregnant. Mama! Now shout out.
Why does he talk like that, man? I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to chill, but like he talks like. Let me chill, man. I'm not even trying to diss.
The AMP, they're definitely mainstream now, and they're getting all these sponsorships, but I can guarantee you that y'all aren't gonna get a Trojan sponsorship. That nigga Duke is a god at everything except for pulling out.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Alright, man. Let's find a different video, bro. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna lie. I hate when niggas try to be funny, bro. Like, it's either you're naturally funny or just be serious. Just be serious. I'm finna go Omeezy's video. I'm not gonna lie. I'm finna go Omeezy's video, man. I'm not gonna lie. At least I know he's gonna have a serious tone, bro.
Away from me at this point because, yeah. But, you know, unfortunately, that option has been taken away from me at this point. It's been taken away from me at this point because y'all keep harassing the mother of my kids and, you know, being very, very weird. And this is exactly what I wanted to protect them from all along. This whole time y'all been, you know what I'm saying, trying to dig into like part of my life that y'all was never invited in, like from jump.
Y'all won. Y'all happy now? Yeah. Are we satisfied with the outcome? Over the past couple of days, one of the biggest stories on the internet has been Duke Dennis, his baby mamas, his kids, and all I could think to myself is, man, this is a strange conversation. Not that Duke is necessarily hiding the kids or that the baby mamas are outing him for being some sort of whatever the case may be, but it's this constant obsession with people, these celebrities, their lifestyles, and things that they don't put on camera. I believe we've
Parasocialness, man. They made a whole word for it, man. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, okay, from what I've known about the Duke Dennis shit, I don't know how he got exposed. Hopefully Omeezy's gonna tell us. But even if he does have eight baby mamas, which that is crazy as shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest. That is a lot. At the same time, who the fuck cares, bro? Like, let's really think. What does Duke Dennis having 8 kids do for your life? How does that change your life at all? Even if you're a fan of him, how does that change your life at all? He's still gonna give you content. Actually, matter of fact, niggas exposing to that shit, niggas talking about that shit, may push him towards not making content. So if you're a fan of Duke Dennis, you're literally ruining your whole entertainment. And plus, y'all outing his kids. Now his baby mamas might be in danger. His kids might be in danger because niggas go crazy over celebrities like this, bro. So it's just kind of like, yo, man, there's a reason why he didn't want his kids on the internet, bro. Y'all just gotta respect people's peace, bro. Like,
come into an age and era in which they put a lot of stuff on camera, but it seems as if no matter how much they put on camera, it never satiates the appetite of the hungry audience. And so just as I was about to record a video on Duke and this whole baby mama drama, this video dropped, and it kind of validates everything that I was going to say about the reasons why it doesn't make sense for people to want this, desire this, and this is the most peak level parasocial conversation I have ever been a part of. It's okay for him to leave this stuff off the internet. Why? Because of situations just like this.
But now that like it's affecting like, you know what I'm saying, they well-being and like they getting like threats and like being called names and
exactly. Getting threats is crazy. That's crazy. For you being Duke Dennis's baby mama. Nigga, let this man breathe and live. It's never that deep.
That was my like main priority from jump. Just I never wanted them in this whole light because I live on the internet every single day. This is where I am. This is where I live at. And I'm well aware on how like the internet and how nasty the internet is. So I always wanted to keep everybody involved away from that. But now, y'all proved me right once again.
And I feel the same way, Duke. And it's crazy that we're here, but we got to figure out how we even got here in the first place.
And honestly, since I'm talking, Duke, frick you. Now I'm on you now. I was going to spare you. I'm not sparing you no more. I was pregnant in December, y'all. And the only thing that went home was that baby. He didn't give me a single dollar. Cool, great. You know, I got it. I ain't tripping about it, but it's yours. It was yours. Told me to keep my baby. And I promise you after this, I wish you would get on here and tell me that you didn't tell me to keep my baby. When I pay for it, and every time I text him for something else, instant response. But when I asked you for that money, or when I bring up the abortion, no response.
Duke Dennis.
I ain't gonna lie, hold on.
Every time I text him.
I want to see something real quick. More of Nick. Let's go. Hold on. First off.
Feast your eyes. Feast them. It's a JOB application.
Now let's get back to the regular shit. What's her name? More of Nick?
Here's my
Yep.
issue with black in the media. We are the only people in modern history.
Oh! Oh, so they're actually locked in. Well, this is actually one of his baby mamas. Well, damn. She's Louise. Let's look at her video.
And honestly, since I'm talking, Duke, frick you. Now I'm on you now. I was gonna spare you. I'm not.
The 10th, hold on. The 10th baby mama? What the fuck? Yo, this nigga has 10? Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
Pretty little.
Oh, shit. She not lying either. This nigga even got Duke's face. Oh, shit. Oh, no. What the fuck? Jeez Louise. Oh, she kind of... Lock in. Okay, well, damn. She's not lying.
Sir,
You know, he's not lying. Okay, she's not lying. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, damn. Well,
you can get it however you want to get it.
Lock in. Back to the video. Okay, so well, she ain't lying. All right. I understand the Duke. I'm not gonna lie.
For something else, instant response. But when I asked you for that money, or when I bring up the abortion, no response.
Duke Dennis over the past couple of days has been hit time and time again with allegations that he has multiple kids, multiple baby mamas.
Gotta stop with the lust. You're right. My fault, Turn.
He's not taking accountability for them. He's not feeding them. He's not providing them any clothes or any money, and all sorts of allegations that are ultimately detrimental to his character. Now, the thing about the internet is it takes on the old phrase, a lie can go around the world twice before the truth even gets his pants on to a whole nother extent. There were so many different stories and details about how many kids he had, who was his baby mama, what does this mean when he's pictured with some woman. It started to get ridiculous to the point where
I will say one thing though. I understand the lie part, but in all reality, it's been too many niggas coming out. I'm not gonna lie, it's been too many niggas coming out. Look, I'm not saying, and I'm not trying to accuse niggas of whatever with no proof, but if so many girls are saying the same thing, there has to be some truth. Niggas not gonna lie 2 to 3 times, bro.
Duke Dennis had to come out.
I do believe some of them are faking for clout, but there's some truth to everything.
And have a conversation about it and express his sentiments about any sorts of rumors or allegations of the sorts.
I do not have 8 kids, which is no offense to anybody who do. I've been actually watching y'all take that and run with it and post about it and post it in like bold print as if you know for a fact that's the case when it's not the case. I done told y'all that like it's certain parts of my life that I just don't want to share with y'all. Alright? I'm never ever going to post my family. Alright? That includes everybody except for my brother probably. My brother is the only person in my family that I will post. Anybody else, I'm not posting them. So I'm sorry if you feel obligated or entitled to like be a part of my life in that way, but I've been decided a long time ago that I would never like post my family in that way.
And I don't blame him at all because like we've discussed in these other celebrity worship videos, it's a lose-lose type of situation. And we'll discuss it a little bit in a second, but the way that the audience feels like they are obligated to a content creator's personal life, I mean the real deal details about their personal life is honestly impressively insane. And
the reason why is because content creators, we're supposed to relate with our audience. We're supposed to be cool with our audience and be friends. You feel me? I feel like we're friends, chat. I really do. Come hug me. Come hug me. Yeah. Okay. Go back. You're straight. But in all, you didn't go back enough. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. But in all reality, at the same time, oftentimes, back up, my fault, GG. My fault, OG. But anyways, oftentimes niggas think that like just because we're cool doesn't mean I have to share every single part of my life. For instance, you have a friend that you're really cool with, but at the same time, you still probably have never met his mother, or you never met like maybe some of their like family members. Everybody likes keeping certain stuff personal, so I don't understand why content or people just expect content creators to just be public about everything. Y'all have never seen my mother, and y'all will never see my mother. Y'all have never seen my father, and y'all will never see my father. I don't have any siblings, so I don't care about that. But a lot of my cousins, you probably will never see. Now, some of them you may. But That's just what it is. I don't think y'all ever see my mother or father. I'm gonna be honest, and that's not even just because of me. It's just because they don't want to be on camera, so they're gonna do whatever they can not to be on camera. So I feel like it's a respect thing. I'm not gonna lie.
Because this is the internet.
You have a father, Alex. We're not even gonna do that, bro. Yes, I have a father. Okay. I'm not a stereotype.
Of the week or the day, that then opens up Pandora's box for, a plethora of women to just start putting allegations after allegations after allegations on Duke Dennis, saying that he has all these multiple kids and stepping forward and saying that they are a part of his collective of women. Like, I think that's just a strange thing, knowing that your baby's father isn't Duke Dennis, but participating in this conversation because you gain something from it.
Duke Dennis, okay, boom. I had a crush on him. Boom, boom, boom. Things led to boom, boom, boom. I got pregnant.
Hey, Duke has a type though. He don't miss. I'm gonna be honest. Shit, I will say that. Let's get back to it though.
He didn't want to be involved. He didn't want nothing to do with it.
How many kids do I have? I have one son, and his name is Dallas, and he's 2. A lot of y'all don't know my sister.
But Duke gotta start wearing some protection, my boy. Jeez, man, come on, bro. This is getting crazy.
But my child's father is not involved at all. Certain things floating online with me, and it starts saying speaking on it, NDA signed or stuff like that, and it's like in no way.
He made her sign the NDA. This happened multiple times.
Tracking no man down, trying to force them to be a father, trying to go to the internet to force them to step up.
This is his baby. What?
I think this is weird though. I do think this is weird. I'm gonna be honest. Trying to get internet clout with your kid by exposing your kid, who Duke has privately stated he doesn't want on the internet, is weird. And you're doing it to get clout. Now, at the same time, if he's not doing his child support or he's not, doing what he's supposed to do, I see why you could post your kid online, but I don't like doing that. I find that weird. I don't think you should post your kid. I don't care what's happening behind the scenes. Posting your kid, I don't think that's right. I don't even if you're trying to get back at your baby daddy, I feel like that's weird. I'm not gonna lie.
Is you trying to be messy again?
Yes, people keep asking me, am I one of Duke?
She's not one of them. You can't convince me she is, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know Duke personally, but I have a feeling he has a standard.
And his baby mamas, yes, I am. I want to be known for me, being me, but not having a kid with Duke Dennis. That's just crazy work. You know what I mean? I put in a lot of work for my fucking followers, you feel me? So now I'm gonna be noticed, oh, that's Duke Dennis' baby mama. That's Duke Dennis' baby mama.
Is that not some sort of mental illness? Now, somebody's lying and I'm not in the household, so I don't know, but just imagine if these young women are lying and saying that they are Duke Dennis's baby's mother just for some sort of clicks, clout, and attention. Is this not celebrity
Ain't nobody
worship
after that
gone out of control?
I hate when people do that. They be like, when you be seeing the TikToks talking about, well, since everybody's been asking, yes, I'm so-and-so's baby mother, nobody asked you. Nobody asked you. Nobody would have even ever thought that you were. So stop that, bro. It's weird.
How is this not insane? And this leads to one of Duke Dennis's points in his video where he is talking about why he decided to keep his family offline, is because as a whole, the internet is just weird about these things. They can be totally messy. They can be totally crazy about them. And they can honestly step way over the lines. And that's some stuff that we just do not talk about.
Y'all proved me right once again. You feel me? So please stop that, okay? That shit is mentally draining.
Why is this camera crooked? I hate seeing stuff like that, bro. You're too big to have a crooked camera.
And for a lot of people, bro, I don't think y'all understand the toll it take. You know what I'm saying? On them every single day, especially when y'all calling them names and doing a whole bunch of weird shit. So just respect is all I've been asking for this whole time. Respect. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he deserves that.
And I wish that was so simple.
If I has OCD, I do. I'm not gonna lie, I do. But I feel like Duke does deserve the respect. I'm on Duke's side, by the way, if y'all couldn't tell. I'm not trying to glaze, but I just think this whole situation is weird. I'm going to be honest.
As I scrolled through the timeline doing research for this video, I saw nothing but personal attacks and attacks on people's character and all these other things.
Which
when
is
it came
weird.
to Duke Dennis in this situation.
Niggas acting like they don't have, bro, niggas acting like they perfect, bro. Duke is a man. He's not a perfect human being. I hate when people try to do that with content creators, bro. We are not perfect. Don't expect us to be perfect. For some reason, the internet just expects us to be better, like just insane perfect human beings. When in all reality, we all fuck up. Y'all can't expect a man to just be perfect. Y'all calling him out his name because he has kids? Are we serious? That shit's weird. It's weird. It's weird. And I hate seeing content creators try and force themselves to be perfect, because if they not, they'll lose their whole image. That's why I always try to tell niggas, I'm not a good person. Don't expect me to be a good person. I'm not a role model. But at the same time, I can give you advice. I'm here to entertain, be myself, and be who I am. And I can hope and pray that I can inspire you to be who you are, who you want to be too. Just be honest. Bro, doesn't matter if you, bro, embrace your good and your bad. It's all a part of yourself. Don't hate yourself, bro. But don't expect yourself to be perfect.
It's literally the opposite of respect. It's
you already know you ain't perfect. All right, Alex. All right, bro.
Respect to a person, a person's family, a person's livelihood, a person's situation that they ultimately do not know. I saw Duke and his family members be called out of their name left, right, and sideways. And it's honestly disgusting, because I'm thinking to myself, how do we even get to a point where somebody feels comfortable enough to say that a stranger is a whore, slut, loser, all these just negative thing?
He is clear why he didn't mention he has kids, LO, because he's not in their life, a Debbie. How do you know that? Like, how do you know that? You don't know that. You don't know his life. You don't know if he's a deadbeat or not. Y'all just making assumptions, bro.
But the only reason why these things exist is because people feel obligated to.
I hate when shit like this happens, bro.
Private life, personal effects, and otherwise. And maybe it's the nature of what streaming has become and content creation has become. You know, as we vlog more, as we IRL stream more, as we post more, as we click more, people feel as if they know more about them. But it's so hard to really get comfortable with, you know, your audience or community, or, you know, post such things when every time you do post, you drop in privacy levels. Like, they have people on the internet giving out think pieces, trying to dissect your mentality of your decision making, of hiding your family, protecting your family, or whatever pieces of the life that you live, keeping it off the internet. We have people that are on the internet giving out whole think pieces about who you are and essentially why you owe them a reason as to why you aren't saying these things.
There's some shit that I just keep to myself. My mom.
Okay, I feel like he thinks that his aura is gonna go down if he has a baby mama, and so I just want to know what the heck his reasoning is for not claiming his daughter, though. Is it because he wants to?
Your discretion advised. Your discretion advised. Jobs! J-O-B! J-up application form. DNA design and going of Russia. Buns! Job applications. We need to implement these back into daily life. Because what are you talking about? Yo, I will never understand getting mad at a grown man for wanting to protect his kids, his private life. Are we serious? Talking about, oh, why don't you claim your kid? Nick, you don't know that. Just because he doesn't display his kids on the internet like other content creators do, doesn't mean he doesn't love his kids. Doesn't mean he's not in their lives. And also, it doesn't fucking mean he doesn't claim his kids. We don't know that shit. And if information like that does come out, different opinion. But at the same time, y'all don't know shit. So shut the fuck up.
To be hoeing? Is it cause like what is it?
Because you don't understand the concept that he wants to be not. He doesn't want none of his actual real life personal business to be on the internet.
No, I get that. I'm just saying I want to know why he doesn't want it on the internet.
Even as somebody is sitting there saying, yo,
Who
he
cares?
just wants his privacy, he doesn't want all this acknowledged, you still have people saying, yo, I want to know why. This young woman is actively saying, no, I need to know why. I want to know why. I have an obligation to know why this stuff about Duke Dennis. And my question is, why? I think creating parasocial relationships is an inherent evil of, you know, content creation in today's age. In order to stay relevant, you have to post. And in order to continue to stay relevant and continue to stay in people's minds, you have to post more and more and more. Part of building an active and loyal community is by making yourself as relatable as possible. And that may
you want
mean,
kids?
you know, playing into some...
Yeah, me time. All right. Who cares about Duke? Me time now. I do want kids. but I don't want them for a minute. I mean, I'm 18, bro. So, like, I don't need kids right now. I like peace, freedom, fun. I don't want to settle down. All right? I don't need kids. I don't really want kids. And I don't think I will have kids for a minute. All right? So, that being said, though, I do want kids eventually. I do. But not right now. You're mature for 18. I appreciate that. A lot of people think I'm like 22. But I am an 18-year-old. So maybe once I'm like 28 or like 30, maybe. But I don't know, man.
Some of these narratives and tropes and, relatable things that people have that are a part of your viewing audience. That does build a sort of mental bond between viewer and content creator that I believe is very much unhealthy. But the reality is that's the case. I do think that these people who do form these bonds lack some sort of, fulfillment in life. So they're trying to, link through these creators mentally to try to fill some sort of void. Almost like that Avatar connection from James Cameron's Avatar movies. But it gets to a point where people can't even take a break on the internet without people diving so deep into the content and the conversation that they develop these storylines. I remember when Phantom took a break literally a few weeks ago, and some of the most outrageous storylines about him being kicked out of AMP, him leaving AMP arose.
They think they're actual gods. Do y'all think he was actually talking about AMP? I'm gonna be honest. Y'all think?
That had no merit and no basis to them. And if it weren't for them having such a solid foundation,
Cloud, who's your ball? Chad, who do y'all think's my ball? Let me know.
They would be able to survive something like this. Because ultimately, like Duke said, this stuff does get to your head. This stuff is mentally taxing.
I'm gonna keep shit short, bro. People were saying, yo, Phantom got kicked out of AMP. You know what I mean? That's all I'm gonna say, bro. I built this shit brick by brick, bro. I could never get kicked out.
I think this serves as a bigger lesson for those that are willing and wanting to be upcoming creators. Be very careful as to what you post online. Only give but so much. Now, this may be something that ultimately stunts your growth.
Okay, so all of y'all are saying Kelsey's my ball. Also, let's make this take. I don't think we should be referring to women as balls. All right, just want to say that. I've said that before on stream, but I want to say it again. But okay.
Stunt your success, but you have to be very strategic about what you do post, what you don't post, what you do talk about on streams or in the content or whatever, and what you don't talk about on the streams, the content or whatever. There are people developing relationships and feelings about you that you honestly have no clue about, to the point where they're willing to put themselves in harm's way to get off a joke because they think that they share the same relationship and bond with you as other content creators do to them. That's literally what happened in the DDG situation from the other day at DreamCon, when the young man came out and talked about why he would be suing DDG and why he didn't think that this would happen to him, is because he literally said, well, I thought this was a joke.
He said it's a skit. Like, is that true?
Man, that ain't no skit. I got banned from the event. I can't go back now, and I'm not sure if I can go back next year, which I hope I can. I spent a lot of money coming over here trying to have fun with my people, and I'm not sure.
Why are you calling a man due to garbage, though? A grown-ass man. See, here's my issue. I got a video coming out about this. A lot of niggas think this content creation shit, well, since us content creators get poked fun at on the internet, that if you come up to us in real life, we're not going, we just going to be sweet with it. Content is content, but real life is different. I'm going to let y'all know this right now. If any of y'all ever come up to me talking about oh, Cloud, I know you love your pillow, I'm looking at you like you're weird. I'm going to be honest. I am. Because that's a stream joke. That's not a real life joke. And even with the pillow situation, I might give a little chuckle. But if you come up to me and say, damn, you're really short in real life. Nigga, I'm going to say, yeah, you're really broke, bitch. And walk away. I'm going to be honest. Don't play with me, bro. Like, it's cool, you feel me? Poking fun. Even with the pillow shit. I'll probably laugh about the pillow shit as long as I'm not with a girl. If you come up to me and I'm not with a girl, we can laugh about the pillow shit. That'll be an inside joke we have. But the short shit, I'm not taking that in real life. Cause it's not even because I'm insecure about the height, but it's just because it's disrespect. You don't really know me. You know me on stream, content, whatever. And I feel like I'm really honest with y'all. I don't really hide a lot of shit from y'all. So y'all do know me. But at the same time, I don't know you. So you coming up to me calling me short, that just sounds like disrespect. I'm not going to take that shit. I'm just going to walk by you. I'm going to be honest. So just PSA. Matter of fact, the pillow shit is cool. Y'all can come up to me about the pillow shit. I don't really care. But the height thing, that, like, the way you're trying to say it will probably be disrespectful. I'm not fucking with that. It's just certain things.
He got banned from the event, which I assume he did, because those were his people. But I gotta let you know now. I gotta take legal action against him or his brother.
Imagine a fan saying, "Cloud, can you sign my pillow?" I'm not gonna lie. I'll probably laugh. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually funny. If any of y'all actually do see me in real life, if y'all bring me a pillow, I'll sign that shit. I'm not gonna lie.
Somebody out here that's unacceptable.
Why did you call him doo-doo garbage? Like, why did you say that?
I thought it was all jokes. I never seen DDG react like that in the past. Never seen him tell anybody go do something to anybody else. So I'm thinking it's all good.
Yeah, that's you developing some sort of imaginary connection with DDG, a man that you don't know. Let me remind you that you just don't know. Do I think this will change anything about how people view Duke Dennis? Probably not. If you continue to make judgment calls about something that you don't know, even if he ultimately had to reveal the fact that he did have a baby mama, baby mamas, or whatever the case may be, and you still continue to judge him and ridicule him, this is the negative side of the celebrity worship that I'm talking about. Only reason why you're doing this is because you pedestalized him in the first place, and now you want to knock him down because this is how worshiping goes. What I do know will remain is these weirdos and their commentary and conversation online forever. Like this one young lady who ended up doing some digging, and I mean digging, to find these things about this young woman, the person he was at the baby shower with, and started posting these photos
This
online.
nigga's, whoever that is weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird.
What lengths people go to find these people's families and honestly put them into potential harm's way, because we know that these things can escalate to a further level. Look, I've said it once and I'll say it again. The celebrity worship epidemic has to stop. It's only getting worse, and we need to get a hold of it quick, fast, in a hurry. Or the other response, and it would be very reasonable, is that your favorite creator stops giving you information about themselves.
And that's what y'all don't want, because I can see that shit happening. I really can.
They stop making themselves relatable to you, and they ultimately distance themselves from just this entertainment lifestyle. Because nobody wants to live in constant fear of their family being outed, or, you know, somebody running up on them, or, you know, being exposed for having 8 kids. I don't know.
That's true. I'm not gonna lie. Good video, Meezy. And I said that shit before. Y'all gonna be real sick when Duke stops posting. Y'all gonna be real sick when Duke stops posting. I'm gonna be honest. Y'all gonna be real sick when he stops posting online. He stops talking about shit. He stops becoming relatable, because y'all niggas are bullying that nigga. I'm gonna be honest. It's one thing to do shit like that with a rapper, but with a content creator, bro, y'all just got, have morals, man. Have morals, bro. Please, like, this shit can get weird. Don't make it weirder than it needs to be. I'm gonna be honest.